Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I'm mastering the arena.
And I'm Claire, and I'm an arcane librarian.
And this is
Make That Game, where we pitch the latest,
the greatest
new video game ideas
that won't ever get made.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, they won't. And do you know what I just realized?
What?
We did not watch any Dropout before
No,
recording.
our prep.
How are we going to get in the mood?
Well, we watched it last night, so we just
Okay,
have to
do you think it still
remember-
carries over?
I think, yeah.
Quick, pause recording. Let's go watch an episode of Game Changer.
Yeah, behind the scenes, we like to watch Dropout before recording because it gets us...
I think we've explicitly said this before.
I don't think we have.
Oh, the only reason I brought it up is because I thought it was like a thing and the audience would get
No,
it.
because we've only done it 2 times, I think.
No, we've done it more than that.
No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because the best
well.
episode we ever recorded, in my opinion, was right after watching VIP, Very Important People, on Dropout. And I said, that was so good. We got to watch Dropout beforehand. Then we recorded one without watching Dropout, and I was grumpy. And then we recorded one with watching Dropout, and it was also good. And now, this is the third one. Yeah, so we've only done it 2 times. But I think, yeah.
Well, now everyone knows that's how the sausage is made.
We watched, it's how the sausage was made twice.
That, yeah.
And could be made going forward. These are the working ingredients here. I mean, watch the gnome animation.
Okay, that's not improv though.
No, but I think
what we do is improv.
But I think we're warmed up in the sense that, like, I think part of it when we watch Dropout, we chatter.
Yeah.
We ourselves quit.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think we've been doing that this morning with our musical guessing.
Which we also did this morning. There's
There's
a genre of YouTube videos where they just play clips from musicals, just the songs.
And then you guess what musical it is.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, what do we do here?
Well, we guess, we play a clip of a song and...
No, that's not what Make That Game is about.
No, here we pitch video game ideas to each other.
Yeah, we don't make them.
We don't make them.
It's what is it? An imperative? What is it when you like issue a command? That's what our name is.
Well,
it's not what we do.
Right,
it's
we're
what
telling
you
to do it. Exactly. It's not we make that game. It's make that game. You implied.
Yes.
Because that's what imperative means.
We don't make. Oh, our cat is going wild.
He just did a move that I don't comprehend.
He saw something that we can't.
Yeah.
And he jumped for it.
Yep. Okay. So we pitch video games. We don't know what the games are that we're going to pitch to each other before we do it. I think that's a part we don't talk about enough, but like it is a surprise.
We do know what our pitches are going to be.
Right, but we don't know
share information.
Right. So it's
beforehand.
like a surprise to each other.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun. Usually based on a theme, and then we also do the rapid fire round later, which is fun too.
Yeah.
And then we usually discuss some stuff about video games.
Yes.
That's
we also have a theme to our pitches, and this week's theme is horse. So Claire, I would like to hear your horse game idea.
Okay, all right. This is kind of a ripoff of another game, but that's about when you talked about how to make a game idea way back in like season 1.
Yeah.
That was part of it, is you take a game you like and you change it.
Yes.
Okay, so have you heard of the game Fish Tin?
Fish Tin?
Yeah.
The Memoria. So there's this YouTuber that we watch called Memoria.
10 out of 10 recommend. We've brought her up
10 out of
before.
10. Yes. In fact, we've done live streams that completely rip off
Okay,
her.
we didn't do that. Well, I guess we did do it on purpose, but we didn't know it was going to be a thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We thought it was a one-off from her.
Right. And we're like, we're going to try it too. And then, yeah. So we don't. Anyway.
But she plays a life sim game called Fish
Tin.
And we don't know the full lore behind it, but she plays it fairly often.
Yes.
It seems.
So yeah, it's a life sim game. It's like a big town, but a lot of it is building cars. Like that's like a big mechanic of the game.
It appears.
It appears. I'm pretty sure because like the special event, the Easter event she was playing was like all about car building.
Oh, that's true.
I'm pretty sure that's like a big part of the game.
Fair.
It's like selling and buying car parts and making cars. And it's not if you've never seen it before, which is likely. I doubt what you're picturing is what it looks like. I'm just gonna say that.
You're gonna have to look it up for your
well, you
yourself.
are because the vibes. That's kind of the vibes I want. So like think like low poly, right? Like we're not going crazy with graphics. And the idea, so I think I'm going to add a little spice to it, though. It's going to be an MMO.
Oh.
And
how do we know Fishton isn't an MMO?
I'm pretty sure she said it isn't.
Fair. That's
fair.
But
I can't be 100% on that because I haven't done deep lore like you said. But either way, this is an MMO. And where does horse come in? You might be saying. You're like, we've talked a lot about
hit me with the horse already. I'm waiting for the horse. So
instead of building a car, you're going to be building a horse.
I figured that this is where you would be going with it, but I don't what do you mean? Like you get horse legs and horse head?
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can I guess the least creepy way to do it would be you start with like a base horse. So it's not like literally assembling body parts, but you can like swap out pretty much like anything. So like the feet could be like rockets and like the tail can be like
okay, so it's Cyber Horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, can I interrupt you for a second and tell you a little AI dystopia fact?
Sure.
I was looking up Fishton.
Yeah.
And so you type in Fishton, and the little browser recommendation is like Fishton, a town to remember.
Right.
And then it's got like a little subtitle, mobile game, right?
Oh, I don't think it's a mobile game.
I didn't think so either, but I did click on it.
Yeah.
And then the AI recap in the search results was like, Fishton, a town to remember, is a life sim and business simulator game, not a mobile game. And I was like, who said it was a mobile game? You said it was a mobole game. You're correcting yourself?
Fishton is not a mobile game.
It had to correct itself.
If you have it up, do you want to say the devs on
that? Yeah. Let's talk about the devs since we're talking about Fishton, a town to remember. It is available on Steam for $14.99.
What a steal.
It's by Queen. It's developed and published by Queenfish Games.
Oh.
Who has developed one other game called Yard Sale Simulator.
That actually sounds great. Actually,
we've seen Yard Sale Simulator before, I think.
No, you're thinking of Storage Wars Simulator.
You're right. You are right.
Okay. Well, thank you for.
Yeah, so let's get back into it. So you've got horses, you collect parts, and they are whimsical. They are fantastical.
Whimsical, but the reason it's an MMO is because I see this there's trading of parts, there's selling of parts, there's fighting over different horse parts. But I don't want any in-game there's no, in-game currency, yes, but there's no, I can't buy my way to a cool horse in real life. No real-world money enters this game besides, buying it initially.
Well, because here's the problem.
Yeah.
Horsebay.com just popped up, and people are trading horse parts for real-life money anyways. So
no.
If you don't do it, someone else will. That's the problem. That's the problem with modern gaming.
How do I stop it?
You can't, because if you implement the in-game currency stuff poorly, people will just build a third-party way to do it anyways. There's no way to stop it.
I guess maybe that it can't be inevitable. An MMO.
No, They need to have the interaction.
I just want everyone to be on the same playing field.
Yeah. And
I'll just have really severe mods who are watching Horsebay, and if they see a username, they're like, "You're out of the game."
That is true.
I'll just hire I'll just hire a lot of mods.
All right, we solved the problem.
Yeah. Some will still probably get through, but we'll make it better. Anyway, and then you race your horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
That's the end. You're trying to make a really fast horse, but maybe because it is community based, there could be theme races too. Instead of the fastest horse, it's the shiniest horse.
Okay.
The horse that
leaves rockets.
Yeah. Yeah. Different categories. The horse that leaves the coolest hoof prints.
Ooh. Okay, I like the idea of being able to customize the shape of your horseshoes to leave unique footprints.
I think that's cool. The whole thing is extra customizable horse.
Yeah, the only problem with super customizable hoof prints is the TTP.
Oh, yeah, we can't really talk about that on
the
show.
No. You're going to have to look up Mythic Quest if you want to find out.
Don't Google that.
If you want to find out what that little reference was.
But again, we're going to have heavily mod.
Heavily moderated.
Heavily moderated, because we want it to be fun and cute forever. And I think extra modified horse is the title of the game.
Yeah, extra modified horse. Let's start working on it.
Yeah.
Let's.
Anyway, that's my game.
All right.
Loosely inspired by Fishton.
Loosely, very, very loosely, it sounds like.
Mostly just the car part stuff from Fishton and the vibes, like the look of Fishton. Really, also like that's coming into it.
Everybody, look up Fishton to get an idea
you should,
of the vibes.
and watch Memoria play it, because that's the best way.
Yes,
Memoria's played it so much that the dev actually put her in the game.
That like
she's now an NPC in the game.
Spoiler alert!
But I don't think that's a spoiler.
So, all right, my horse game. I also went the life sim route.
Oh, wow.
Except I think I have a very different view. I'm realizing that I don't really have, like... My game doesn't have, like, a bit. Like, okay. I think I played it too straight.
Are you just, like, taking care of a horse?
No, you are the horse.
Oh.
No, so it's okay. So... For some reason, in my head, I really want this game to have, like, RTS style, like, real-time strategy style controls, where you, like, select the horse and guide it around the map, like, by clicking destinations, and, like, that's how you tell it to eat and stuff, which I think Sims also does it that way.
Yeah.
If I remember my time with Sims 3 correctly.
Yeah.
I want it to be, like, a zoomed-out view of the horse's life.
I guess, like, to me, that's not I'm a horse, though. That's I'm God and I'm playing with my horse. Like with Sims, like I'm not the sim. I'm controlling the sim. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that, because you said you are the horse, and I don't think that's...
There's this game that I only ever saw an X-Play review of decades ago. X-Play being a show on the now defunct G4 TV, and like literally I would have seen this 2 decades ago, like in between 2004 and 2010-ish. Mm-hmm.
I was almost like, don't dox yourself, and I'm like, no, like 10 decades ago.
2 decades.
2 decades ago is just a time period.
Yes.
We don't know.
So it was a game called Eye of the Dragon, like I, the letter I. And I literally only know what I remember. So basically the vibes of the X-Play review, and I'm pretty sure it also functioned like an RTS game where you only control one thing and you're like simulating being that creature. For some reason that is stuck in my head, and it's like, that's what I need my horse game to be. Okay? And so the idea is you are a wild horse. It is in a fantasy medieval world where humans also she pulled up
I found a picture.
Eye of the Dragon.
Yep.
Is it on Steam? I might need to buy it after this and figure out what this game.
It is on Steam.
I might be playing Eye of the Dragon for the rest of the day, folks.
It's $7.99.
I'm gonna look into it, and I'm gonna see if it's even anything like what I'm.
It's developed by
imagining.
Primal and published by Topware Interactive, and it released on March 10th, 2004.
Oh yeah, old game. So yeah, like it is all about like context menus, like right click on hay,
okay,
choose eat.
No, I mean it's the
horse walk up.
It's the Sims but horse.
Yes.
Is what it is, and I think that's a gimmick. I think you did it. I think that's a thing.
And
can you have horse families?
You can have horse families. Okay. You can have horse families. You can get in horse battles.
Okay.
With creatures like goblins and wolves and stuff. So there's like enemies, obstacles and stuff. You have to run away from humans who are trying to capture you and tame you. You can also make friends with humans who might give you resources or a safe place to stay. It's a wide open horse world. And another thing that I want there to be is the ability to either unlock the ability to create new horse characters that are like unicorns, alicorns, Pegasi, etc., hippocampi.
Remind me what an alicorn is.
Alicorn is a Pegasus plus a unicorn.
Right. Okay.
So basically a horned Pegasus.
Okay.
So like all the different kinds of horse beasts that you can think of, I want them to be like unlockable. Claire is revealing the trans icon Blackjack.
I just realized
Pegasus
I was wearing this and I didn't even remember that it's Horse Day.
From the newest Olympian.
Yeah, podcast shout out, the newest Olympian.
Yeah.
I'm wearing
We're doing all kinds of shout outs. Dropout, Memoria.
It's good for clipping. I'll clip them all.
Oh, that's true. And then we can tag them and get some
I'm wearing my trans
faves.
icon Blackjack t-shirt from the newest Olympian referencing the horse Blackjack from Percy Jackson, just so everybody knows. And Rick Riordan, the author, gave a thumbs up to that.
Yeah, canon. So yeah, I don't know. I'm also thinking it could be like a Neopet style like paintbrush thing where it's like you find something in game and your horse becomes an alicorn or a hippocampus.
I actually like that a lot. Wait, a good question I had too was can you design like the stable? Like, is there an interior decor element like The Sims?
So I am imagining that this is a wild horse.
Oh, okay. So can you where do wild horses live? Like when
on
they're
the prairie.
But like if it's raining or they're eepy, they just.
I think they just get under a tree and do their best.
Okay.
Like. Okay. I don't think they like being rained on, but I don't think there's much that wild animals really do. Like horses don't nest,
No.
Like they don't burrow.
But it just seems like, we give them little stables and they nice little house, but I guess they don't need it.
No, that's just a convenience that we give them to make up for the fact that we have literally enslaved them.
I don't know if we want to go there. Isaac's making a funny little face.
I'm raising my eyebrows.
He's raising his eyebrows silently.
I mean, if you really think about it, we've kind of enslaved and captured Lewis too.
I wouldn't say enslaved because he doesn't really do anything.
That's right. We don't force him to do work. Horses often are forced to do work.
Yeah, they pull stuff.
Labor.
You ride them. Lewis just kind of
he vibes.
He vibes like what
he is imprisoned though.
What he gives to us is just himself. He just is whatever he does.
We give him food and a roof over his head. Anyways, let's not get animal extremist here. That is my horse game.
Okay.
It's called Eye of the Horse, I guess.
There's actually, when I looked up Eye of, there's like a few things.
Wait, really? That's like a whole series? What if they already made Eye of the Horse?
I don't think it's a series because the other one that came up was Eye of the Storm.
I do want to be clear that from what I remember, Eye of the Dragon got a really bad X-Play review. I don't think it's a good game.
Eye of the Storm is a song, so that's not.
Okay, that's fine.
It's by of Monsters and Men. Wow.
Okay.
Also, Eye of the Needle.
Like I, like the letter I.
Yeah, but it's an arts and crafts store in Ohio. So no, this isn't a video game series.
Oh,
it's just
dang it.
A lot of people have thought of the same pun, kind of, and used it in many different ways.
Fair. I mean, I would also do that. I just need to see, does this developer Primal? Nope, that's it on Steam at least.
Okay, so this must be their only
Wikipedia.
Yeah,
it's Russian.
Oh,
it's a Russian game. Hold on. Do they have? Where's the developer does not have their own Wikipedia page. Okay. I have to look that up later. Let's do the rapid fire round. Let's transition.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the rapid fire rounds where we generate 3 random words. We have 5 minutes to come up with a game idea based on those 3 words. And we have to come up with the gameplay loop and a name. The name can be difficult, or we lose. And wait, before we do that though, can we say the theme for next week's?
Yes. Somebody get ready to write this down. Write this down and email it to us so we don't
forget. Somebody out there, please write it down.
Or one of us can write it down. I'll get my notes app open. No. All right. So the next week's theme. So I came up with horse.
That's true. But that was really good. That was a good one. I liked both our games. My theme is bouncy ball.
Bouncy ball specifically, not just bouncy ball.
I mean, that's what I said.
All right, bouncy ball. Next week, next episode, we will come up with bouncy ball game ideas.
Yeah. Okay, now we're ready for the
rapid fire round. Ready? Wait, did you get to say the entire spiel about? Okay,
I did.
I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Approve, good, subject.
Okay, so is it subject like email subject line or class subject, or is it subject as in subject to?
I mean, I think we can decide.
Okay. Well, yes, we can decide. I'm asking you what direction we should go in.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking like subject, like I'm the subject of a court.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, you're trying to get approval from a king.
Yeah, or queen.
Or queen, a royal. So there's a royal. You approach them.
It's a themdom.
A themdom. Okay. What's the words?
Approve, good, subject.
Good, approve. So, okay, approval makes sense. Like, you come up with ideas and they either... So, I'm thinking immediately, like, it is, like, a very indirect city builder.
Okay.
Like, where you don't get direct control over anything. You can only influence things by making suggestions.
Okay,
that you think
like Hand
will get
of
through.
the King style?
Like Hand of the King style. Yes. I don't know where good comes from unless... So I think the easy way out is to make like a morality system where you can like be like the evil chancellor making evil decisions, or you can be the good Hand of the King making good decisions for the people.
We could make it a gotcha game where you can never actually be good. Like there's no win scenario.
So you don't mean GACHA, you mean GOTCHA.
Yeah,
like got ya.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
Okay, like the trick. So every action that you take is evil, like drinking almond milk instead of cow milk.
Right.
Like the good place problem.
Yeah, but I mean like it's slowly over time.
Okay.
No, we don't have to do that. I was just thinking you could say like all politics, all kingdoms, all monarchies generally move towards
that's true.
Subjugation, which is where subject comes from. So
yeah, I really like the mechanic of like indirect advisory.
I think that's cool.
And I like the idea of it generating or having certain like the rest of the court is other characters with their own goals and motivations that are also trying to convince the king / queen, the royals to do certain things, and so you're like indirectly competing, and you have to figure out which ones are allies for like your specific goals
and I
of
think
that run.
There could be like an element of, you know, if you've built enough trust with certain people and the monarch, then they'll say yes to your ideas versus no. Like you can have more sway or less sway.
And yeah, I like the idea of like doing like back alley alliances with other people. Like
you're essentially describing the game diplomacy,
but
a video
replacing all the people with computers.
Right.
No.
But maybe you'd like the game diplomacy then.
Maybe.
We've yet to play it.
I've not played diplomacy. I've heard that it's buck wild. What's our name? What's our name? Thumbs up, Milord?
Okay, I was going to say Kingly Whispers, but I really like Thumbs Up, Milord, ? I think that's going to be the winner.
Okay, Thumbs up, Milord. A minute and 30 seconds left, a game where you're trying to get thumbs up from your lord.
But you liked Kingly Whispers, too, though.
Yes, yeah. But, you know, we did very much go out of our way of king or queen, or I guess Milord is also not. Yeah. Is Lord gender neutral?
No.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
No, because they're specifically lady. Like every single one,
But it's not like
it's
sir.
I don't think sir is gender neutral.
Yeah, like as like a military term. I'm pretty sure sir is.
I would argue it's not gender neutral. I would argue they just shoehorned it into when they let women in the military.
Oh, okay. But what about Brienne of Tarth?
Okay. I don't know. The sir military thing, I would have to ask someone who actually like interacts with that.
That's true.
Language.
And I don't know if that's just something that I saw in a movie once. Yeah,
because I've seen it in movies for
or
sure.
Or if that's actually.
But like, I don't know.
If is that a woke girl boss thing, or is it a thing that actually happens?
Right,
in real life?
So it's like we'd have to have an excerpt on that one. So I don't want to speak to that. Maybe it has become gender neutral, but yeah, Lord and Lady are like very gendered.
Okay, shoot.
A highness isn't.
Thumbs up, Your Highness also works, but I think thumbs up,
Milord
is funnier.
Milord parentheses lady parentheses.
Well, we'll just make sure that it's obvious that your quote unquote lord can be anything in game. We're not enforcing patriarchal monarchist stereotypes.
Right, just all the other stereotypes of the
stereotypes.
Just all the other stereotypes of the monarchy, but nothing, not the gender part. Stereotype sounds like a type of like printing.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
my stereotype.
3. Are we ready?
Are you trying to get us back on track?
Yes, I'm trying to get us back on track. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, lost, recession, ruin. So the year is 2026.
The stock market, all of your gains are lost. It is a recession. Globe is in ruins. This is the apocalypse, my friend.
It's like sometimes the random word generator feels a little bit less than random.
It's pointed. Hold on. Can I see the words again? Just
lost, recession, ruin.
I mean, it's like literally like let's do like a post-apocalyptic. Again, this is from X-Play Memories. There was this series of games based on a series of movies, based on a series of books about like surviving post-rapture. That was an RTS survival game. So like, you know, like the first person survival games where you're like collecting resources and building houses and stuff. Imagine that, but in RTS format. So like you control like a big group of people. You're trying to find survivors. It is all of our words are basically the background lore. The world has fallen into ruin because of global recession caused by data centers, you know. Basically, it's a realistic look at 3 years from now. So,
actually, speaking of data center, no, I'll do it after. But
what?
They're proposing a data center in New Hampshire.
Oh, this is not the.
I think it is because we have a platform, and we should say that if you live in New Hampshire, you should sign a petition
against it.
And do everything you can. Anyway, I like that. I think one thing I would like to see as kind of a gimmick to this that makes it a little special is like recession era, like had a lot was known for resourcefulness in sometimes silly ways, like making like water pie or like, sad cookies. I don't know. They had really weird names for them.
Sad cookies?
I don't think that's real, but I saw someone making depression cookies.
Okay.
And they just use like 3 ingredients and anyway. I think that has to be a part of it, like discovering these like hacks almost of like stretching your resources. I don't know how to work that in, but I feel like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. So let's give each person like a skill, right? So each survivor that you get has like a skill. Oh yeah,
because this is you're playing like multiple.
And then as they level up, like they can come up, they can do resourceful
I think that would
things.
be cool. Yeah. So like instead of gaining more resources as you go, you just gain ways to stretch it further.
Yeah, I really like that mechanic. Like the resource, like you don't expand, you don't boom, you don't get like a resource.
But it's like I can cut my tissues into 4 pieces, and that's 4 tissues now.
So like instead of like the chef like learning more complex recipes, they learn how to like make one ration turn into 4.
Yeah.
Phones suck. Okay.
He's burying. Okay.
Lil Man is figuring out rugs, and this game's name is it's 2029, huh?
Wow, you're on fire with the names today. I was gonna be like butter believe we need.
Sad cookie simulator.
Sad cookie simulator.
The sad cookie times.
This is your future. Sad cookies. This is your future.
Wait, what was it that I said first? So it's 2029?
Yeah, it's 2029, isn't it? Or something like that?
Okay. I can't believe we can't remember it.
I can't believe it's not 1928.
Wasn't the Depression like? No, it was post World War I.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay. I'm just baffled that I can't remember the first because it was a good one. It was a really good one. It's 2029, huh?
Yeah.
Like, right?
So it's 2029, huh?
Is that good?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
That's good? 20 seconds left.
If you keep going back to it, I'll let you have it.
Okay. So I was mostly just trying to remember it, like, just baffled by, like, literally 30 seconds passed and neither of us could, like, remember. All right, third rapid fire.
On that fun note.
Yeah, that wasn't depressing at all. We made it exciting and fun.
All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ask which pleasant and which is the spooky kind.
But pleasant is the opposite of spooky. Can witches be pleasant?
Of course they can.
Okay, then why'd you say the spooky kind?
Because I thought that'd be the fastest way for you to get what I'm talking about. I guess I could have said the magic kind. I guess that would have been better.
Thank you.
But also, I feel like spooky doesn't mean not pleasant.
That's true. Some people do think spooky is quite pleasant.
Could be me.
Yeah. All right. So ask which pleasant. Does pleasant happen to have any weird definitions that we can like get here? Pleasant. I forgot the P. Hold on. Look it up.
Is pleasant a word?
No, it's not. I just typed it wrong. Why is the AI the first thing that comes up? I just want to see the Merriam-Webster.
You can turn that off.
Oh, well, we'll go after that later.
Okay.
Having qualities that tend to give pleasure, having are characterized by pleasing manners, behavior, or appearance.
Okay, well,
so it's exactly
right,
what we all think.
What if it's about like potions that make you pleasant?
That make you pleasant, or you have to make pleasant potions?
Potions that you give to people and they feel pleasant. It's drugs.
Oh, you're a drug dealing witch.
Yeah.
Where's agree come in?
Haggling.
Okay. So this is potionomics, but drugs.
I mean, I guess all potions are kind of drugs, aren't they?
Yeah, actually, yes, definitively.
All right, do we have to come up with a different game because I just made a game that exists?
No, that people make games that exist all the time. It's all about theming and presentation.
Okay, I think to add then, instead of like having a store, like you are just kind of like wandering the village.
Okay.
You know, so like you gotta like maybe that's part of it too.
Oh, so you're a door-to-door witch.
Yeah, you're asking.
Okay.
Do you want drugs?
Okay, going to the corners, finding people, figuring out which people would agree to drugs, escaping from the popo.
Yes, that's got to be part of it.
Which are like, they all look like pilgrims with like torches and pitchforks, and they chase you around.
Witch! They like point. They're like, a witch.
Yes. Now, are you a greenskin witch, or are you like a lady in black robe with a pointy hat witch?
Let's do character design. Let's get you in character creation.
All right.
Let's design our witch at the beginning of the game.
And then broom is an unlock, makes transfer, and familiar is an unlock.
Ooh, yes, very good.
And you can customize your familiar. You can get cat, lamb,
and I think you
fox.
can. Obviously, you can upgrade like your potion skills, but you can also upgrade spells to get away from the popo. I really like adding that element, and that makes it that makes it really different from potionomics.
And they are called, despite looking like pilgrims, they are called the popo in game.
Right. Well, because they both start with P. Pilgrims, police.
Yeah, exactly.
Popo. They're all popo.
And the name is
Ye Drugs for Sale. No?
Ye Old Drug Dealer. Is that the one? Or?
Ye Old Drug Dealer. What's like a joke? Like, it's just the meme is like drugs. It's like, no, thank you. I was trying to think of a one where we could be like, hast thou wantest my drugs?
Sell me your strongest potions, potion seller.
I don't know. We could do, what was the one you just said?
Ye Old Drug Dealer?
Yeah, I think.
Ye Old Drug Dealer?
Yeah.
All right, with a minute left on the clock. Ye Old Drug Dealer.
Woo.
A game where you play as a witch selling drugs to pilgrims.
Perfect. All right. Well, it's time now to discuss a thing. And even though we talked about not making games, Isaac has been making a game.
Yeah, and it's time to talk about them again.
We talked about it last episode. And this time, Isaac would like to discuss playtesting. No? That's what you said.
Yes, in a way. So I guess this is just devlog time for Isaac in general. But so the revelations did come about from playtesting. I did.
Well, but yeah, like tell us about it.
Yes. So
I didn't get to playtest yet.
You didn't get to playtest it because it's not actually ready for anyone to look at it. It's not ready. It's not. But I did let one other person look at it. Shout out to my brother who played it.
Listener. He also listens. So hello.
And listener, hello. Actually, I think he mostly watches on YouTube. I think that's his preferred, which isn't quite listening. There's no video, but
yeah,
you're right.
So does listener Megan. Like our strongest listeners are just listening on YouTube.
You're right. Okay. So the main thing that I wanted to talk about was something that actually came from personal playtesting. I think it was actually removed by the time
PPT,
I sent it to Larry.
Sorry.
PPT.
Personal playtesting.
Yes.
It just sounded fun to say. So,
but as I was like playing this game, I was finding out that the summary of what it was. If you didn't listen to the last episode, I talked about it. It is a pretty simple city builder because we all know Isaac loves city builders and real-time strategy. Where it is currently a bunch of squares that run around on a map, but you collect resources by chopping down trees. You collect food from berries and fish. You convert those foods into meals, and then people eat them so they don't starve. And that's pretty much like the gameplay loop as of the time that I was talking that I'm talking about this. And when like this time a few weeks ago, the way that the game worked was you had a bunch of sliders, not sliders, but like input boxes where you would dictate the number of each kind of job that you wanted.
Okay.
So like you could say, I want 3 foragers, I want 2 lumberjacks, I want a fisherman, and I want like 2 builders. And people would like pick up jobs if they like didn't currently have a job and there was like a mandate for a job, they would like pick that up and start doing that. And then you would like decrease it. And then if there was a person assigned to that job and they went idle, they would be like, oh, I'm not needed for this job anymore, and then become unassigned. And what I found out through playtesting is that made the early game have like a build order. Like, it made the early game like a real-time strategy game where there's, like, a very precise things that you instantly do to, like, optimize how things are happening in the game to get as much of a lead as early as possible. So it wasn't
want that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a relaxed, like, I'm just building a little city. It was like, all right, the game starts, I need to instantly mark 3 people as haulers, 2 people as builders. I need to set up a lumber camp and a fishing shack. And then I need to unassign one of the builders as soon as the lumberjack camp is done and assign 1 lumberjack. And then I need to build a house and then a kitchen. And like, there was a very prescribed set of like micromanagement actions that you needed to do right off the bat. You didn't need to do it, obviously, but it's like the game was encouraging you to do that. And as I was like playtesting, because as developing, I restart the game numerous times, so I would always find myself falling into this like exact same build order of these are the series of actions that I do at the start of every single game, no matter what. I was like, hold on. This sucks. This sucks. So I completely refactored the entire like job assignment system. So now when you build buildings, like you assign workers directly to jobs instead of them like looking at the available job pool that's available and like deciding what they would do.
When did you do this?
Like 3 weeks ago.
I was just wondering if you already talked about this on the podcast or not.
Did I?
I don't know, but I've heard it a lot. But you also talk about it with me, so that's why I don't know.
Because I remember telling you I specifically wanted to talk about build orders for my discussion.
Okay.
I said keep note of that specific topic, and then you honed in on playtest.
Well, because I thought it was interesting. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, you keep going.
Yeah, I really hope I'm not treading the same old ground again.
I think it's just because you've told me a lot, so I was like, wait, have we heard this before as a group? But I don't think so. Yeah. I don't know.
So I removed this like micromanagement build orders. There is like the ability to micromanage. Like basically I made buildings in control of their own jobs, and it gave the player direct control over like what individuals are doing at any given time, which sounds more micromanagey, but in effect, for me at least, it actually made it less micromanagey compared to like me constantly toying with these sliders at like precise moments. And so that's like a little game dev like, hey, I thought it would work, and then it ended up not working. It had bad side effects that I didn't want, so I'm refactoring. That kind of stuff keeps happening with me. This is a little gaze into the mind. I mean, raise your hand if you're a game dev listening to this. Wow. That's a lot of you.
Wow.
That's a lot of you. Not actually, I don't know what the proportion of like people who are listening to it because it's fun versus people who are listening to it because they are game devs versus people that are listening to it just because they like video games in general. Email us.
Yeah.
Send in some
Make that game
feedback.
podcast@gmail.com.
But that's just all part of the process. I've refactored like big parts like numerous times in this game so far, and I've only been working on it for like 2 months at this point, I think. The other thing that I can talk about regarding this game, because I feel like that was like a short discussion, I really only wanted to touch on that whole concept of
can
the
I tell you
build
what I
order.
wanted you to talk about?
Oh, okay,
What I thought you were going to talk about is how, like, you were kind of back and forth, like, when do I send it out to people to play test? And then I thought that was an interesting dilemma. And like, how do you know when it's ready enough? Because you don't want to wait too long, but you also, it has to be playable to some degree. And I thought that was interesting.
Yes. So I was hesitant to send this out to anyone else to play test, even including my brother and like Claire, who hasn't yet gotten to, because I needed to feel a certain sense of completeness of the gameplay loop. So I wanted there to be a playable, like, this isn't necessarily accurate because there is no like story or narrative in the game, but story arc. I wanted you to like be able to experience some level of building up a settlement as opposed to like just placing squares on the screen. And so I wanted like the chain of resources to get yourself to a self-sustaining settlement to like exist. I wanted the ability for players to be able to be like, okay, I need to get wood as the most basic resource, lets me build things. I need to get a supply of raw food. I need to get a supply of cooked food. And once I like get these basic things down, now my settlement can like self-sustain infinitely, or, you know, for some amount of time without any further input. And I figure that is the basic requirement for a playtest. I was running into the problem where I didn't have adequate ways to spend resources. Mm-hmm. So your storage would get filled up with food or tools, which you wouldn't like use fast enough, or not food or tools, wood or tools, which you wouldn't use fast enough to have enough space for food. So eventually your settlement would starve out because the storage was just filled with infinite wood. because there was just no,
oh my gosh.
There wasn't enough output in the game, or input. There wasn't enough input in the game to match the output. But now I've gotten to a good point where I've tweaked a lot of the values of like how long it takes to build a tool, how long it takes to gather a food, how long it takes to cook a meal, etc. And I've added quota systems where you can say, I only want 20 logs in my inventory at any given time. Do not bring more than 20 logs to my storage. Yeah. And I only need 8 tools in my inventory at any given time, so the tool workers will stop working once they've created 8 tools. And adding those kinds of features has made it so that you can create a pretty self-sustaining economy, like with the exact correct amounts of inputs and outputs to go on infinitely. Another thing that I added is the ability to build farms, and then farms, you can have your farmers automatically reseed when they run out of food.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Which I think has added an interesting dynamic, because that is also another source of like constantly using wood, which empties out your inventory, which allows you to fill more room with food, and it just gives you more options. So I'm now at the state where I think that people can play. I've also added a cool notable feature that I think is very interesting that needs a lot of playtesting because it's kind of complicated.
I know what you're going to say.
The adventure.
Yeah.
The adventure feature. Actually, speaking of Potionomics, I think the way Potionomics adventures work is exactly like this. Monster Hunter World, and I think all newer Gall games after that also have this concept of like Palico adventures. But basically, you can build a building called an Adventurer Guild. Adventurer Guild will post jobs. Jobs will have like a difficulty rating, or
they also kind of reminded me of Wandering Village. They do this. Like you have...
Oh yeah, it was somewhat inspired by that too, except I didn't want to have like a work, because in Wandering Village, when you build like the Adventurer Guild or the raiding party or whatever it's called, there are like places on the map that you send them to.
Yeah.
But it is a very similar concept.
I mean, yeah, you have unique parts. That was just what it made me think of when you built it.
Yeah. So and in the Adventurers Guild, there's basically, this all exists as menus, but I feel like it's very interesting, like storytelling engine. But your Adventurers Guild will have like 3 options of adventures, and they will have varying difficulty levels and favored classes and whatnot. And each adventure is a number of, I call them nodes in the code, but I don't know how to describe them in like an adventure segments. So these segments will have like a type, a favored class, a difficulty, an amount of time they take, and like a loot table, right? So some examples are, there's like a puzzle segment represents your adventurers have to solve some kind of puzzle, probably in a dungeon or something, or maybe they've encountered a sphinx, whatever. Favored class of bard. The 3 classes are warrior, bard, and ranger. So it's a puzzle. If you have a bard in your party, you get a +4 to the roll behind the scenes. All of these are D20 rolls. If it's easy, it's a difficulty class of 5, all the way up to heroic, which is a difficulty class of, I think, 25.
Why does it start at 5 instead of 1?
Because you cannot fail a difficulty of 1 on a roll of 1 through 20.
Well, then that would be the easiest.
Right. I mean, that would be trivial. You would never be able to fail that unless I added negative modifiers.
Okay.
Which I could add. I currently don't have negative modifiers, but I could add them. So, all right, you've got an easy puzzle. You just need to make a 5. If you have a bard in your party, you are guaranteed to pass that itself, just because they give you a +4. So you will pass every easy bard challenge that comes across on your quest, on your adventure. When you succeed at it, you get a number of rolls on the loot table, and the loot table right now is pretty simple. It's you get gold, fish, or berries, I think. Goldfish, yes. And there's some math behind it, but I'll just say you get some loot for passing the challenge. If you fail the challenge, there is a 1 in 6 chance of each member of your party getting injured, which means that they don't contribute to the adventure anymore, but they do bring.
I think the story part is like the order of which these happen is random. So then you get these like really wild, like, because like each adventure you get like 5 of them, right?
It varies. It's between like 3 and 7, I think, is the longest adventure.
So you can have, it can be like a normal quote adventure would be like exploring, battle, like and then like, I don't know, explore home, I guess. But that, yes. but because it's random, you get like really interesting. I don't know. You have some that you've shared with me that are really interesting.
There was one that was like battle, epic battle, journey, return home.
Yeah, so like the journey after the epic battle was like really fun to imagine what that means.
Yeah, it's like it sort of implies that, okay, like maybe goblins are raiding like there's no lore to them. Like they're literally just called warrior adventure, bard adventure, ranger adventure right now, but I'm planning on adding names. I don't know how that's going to work, if I'm just going to randomly attach a name as well, or if I'm going to have some system of like figuring out a name based on how things are going. But like if you start with a battle, it kind of implies that the battle is happening at like your settlement or near your settlement. So it's like, okay, we've fought off the goblins, we beat the goblin leader. That's what the epic battle represents. And now we journey. And then we just come home. And it's like, what was that journey? What did you do after the battle at home? Where did you need to go to another town to warn them about the goblins, or just or maybe you went to tell the king that you killed the goblin leader and got a reward for that. Got a bounty. Yeah. Maybe so. Yeah. It gives you this kind of, despite being very simple, like it's literally, it just tells you there was a battle. There was an epic battle, and there was a journey.
But I think that's fun.
And then your mind just fills it in.
Get an injury from a social engagement?
Yes.
Which is also hilarious. Like, is it your ego? What?
Yes. Did you try to do a social encounter with an ogre and they punched you when you failed? Or is your ego bruised, like Claire said? Or how did that social encounter turn into actual injury for your character? So, yeah, now I've added the adventure system, but the current hurdle that has caused is it gives you so much gold, and I don't have a way to spend gold. So we're back to that original problem I was talking about, where your settlement inventory fills with gold, and there's no way to get rid of it. And my initial plan for gold was for it to just be a resource for building the final building to win the game, the keep or the pyramid or whatever. That is how you would win a settlement, by creating this like iconic building that would cost a lot of resources of all different kinds. So gold was supposed to be difficult to get, and now it's like very easy to get. Too easy to get.
I mean, can you just make them find less gold?
I could make them find less gold, but when I think of adventures, I think of gold as the primary reward. So
that means I think you need to set up a trading system.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking trading systems. I'm also thinking that you could use gold to like maybe upgrade existing buildings. Like if every building has like an upgraded form, like a lumber camp right now can have 2 lumberjacks at it. Maybe if you upgrade it, you'll be able to put 4 lumberjacks at 1 lumber camp. I don't know if that's enough of a reward to like be worth spending gold on, but this is, now that I've got this, once I implement the next phase of like I need to spend gold, that is, I think, ready for playtesting.
Okay.
For wider playtesting.
Can I play the game?
Yes. Do you want to play it right now? Let's go upstairs.
Right now? Maybe
do you want to go upstairs and play right now?
I mean, maybe.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, then if we're gonna play a game, I guess that's the end of the show. Yeah, well, thank you all for listening. Is that the end? We're done? We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, thanks for listening. We will do a live stream in June. I don't know what date yet. I think I wrote it down, but I don't remember. So just go to twitch.tv/makethatgame and make sure you're signed up for notifications when we go live so you can know exactly when it happens. You can also email us, makeThatGamePodcast@gmail.com, and you can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/@MakeThatGame. We post our live replays there, except I'm really behind on posting them, so sorry everybody. Sometimes I just post like 3 at once because I'm like, oops. So I should definitely get on that. We've got some really good ones. But yeah, if you heard a game today that you want to go play, unless it's Isaac's game, because that, who knows, you might get that on Steam in like a few years. Otherwise, you need to get out there and
make that game.